Sicha Yud Gimel, number 13. Yesh anashim kishem she'ein lehem parnasa. Some people don't have parnasa. They don't have enough. They don't have a way to support themselves. V'yesh lehem dochek gebelbuim gedolim mezeh. And they have many pressures and confusions from this. V'hu tovu ha'olam. And that is good for the world. It doesn't explain why, but we'll see it could lead to things. But just the fact that a person has bilbuim, has confusion, and pressures, that's good for the world. He doesn't say why. And we should know that there is also words, precious words, that come out from these confusions. It could be tefillah, right? Because a person's in this, he starts praying. I don't know, it could be other things. It could be encouraging words from other people, right? Whenever there's positivity in the world, that we learned before that spreads out to everybody. But there's different types of confusions. Medrash, it's brought in the Medrash, and I think it says Beis Rabbi, Sheish Tardema Shel Nevuah, K'moshe Kasuv, Tardema Nifla Al Avram, Veish Tardema Shel Shtus. So there is a Tardema. Tardema means a deep sleep. So there's a Tardema of Nevuah, but Tardema also here we're learning means confusion. It says at the bottom. So there's a Tardema, which is literally like normally when we learn about it, it means like a deep sleep that is part of Nevuah, that could lead into Nevuah. Also Abraham, it says in Bereshis, the Tardema Nafla al Avraham, that this Tardema fell over Avram. The Yesh Tardema Shel Shtus, there's also just a folly, a silly Tardema. But Tardema hu bilbo hadas. Tardema is confusion. So, going back then, the Tardema, which we're calling confusion, leads to Nevuah. For whatever reason, there has to be this type of confusion before Nevuah. Yeah, there's also a confusion of Shtus, but a person has to know, for whatever reason, confusion sometimes is not necessarily a bad thing. Anyone give any examples of this?
I feel like in the beginning you were talking about when you pray, your mind goes away.
Okay.
So that could be also confusion.
When do we see that confusion is a good thing, though, or could lead to something good?
Confusion it's a way to force you out of control. I mean, like, if everything is black and white and it's clear, you're in control, you know which way to go. You know when to turn right, you're going to go left. If you get lost in driving somewhere and you're confused,
I mean, it stops you.
You're going to get it. You got to stop, either stop, try to get some clarity on the situation, or while you're going through the confusion, could be that like you're going on a path you have no idea which way you're going because it's so confusing, you know. Or it's stress points, and it could be from lots of different things. I saw this week on Rabbi Dr. Tversky, his famous line with the lobster story. You saw that?
Oh, yeah, I've seen that.
It's been all over the internet for like the
I've seen
past
that
year. But basically, lobsters, I think it was lobster, right?
Yeah, lobster.
When they get bigger, they live in a shell, and when they get bigger, they get so constricted and uncomfortable, they go like behind the rocks for safety, get out of there, and get into a bigger one. And then they get bigger, and then they outgrow that shell. It's uncomfortable, and then they go, and then they move on, and they keep growing from there. Like so, those constrictions and uncomfortableness in life, those aren't bad things. They're good things.
Right, they lead
it means
to...
you're growing. You're going forward. You got to go now. Go take care of it, and then move on. It's not a bad thing, the uncomfortableness. It keeps you moving in life. So maybe the confusionness is also, say like, these aren't bad things that happen to us in life. They're ways somehow guiding us along. We don't understand. We don't know what's going on, but that's not our job to figure that out.
Right.
It's a Shem's job. You heard, I think in the beginning, maybe in Sichos HaRan also, Rabbi Nachman's example with the car keys. Remember that one? He said in the morning.
Yeah, he says He
gives the. Nachman was talking. It was just here last week. He says one of the examples, like when he wakes up in the morning, tells Hashem, "You take the keys. you're driving today. Someplace, I don't know if he says it, but the way I like to imagine is like, I got some places to go, we'll stop there on the way, but, you're driving. He says that every morning.
Right, okay, so we'll go on to Sicha Yudalin.